Hello friends, in the present video, I'll try to explain the concept of overheads, secondary distribution. Whereas with regards to introduction and primary distribution, already I made a video. I'll share the link of that video in the I button as well as in the end screen. I'll try to put in the description box even. Alright, please watch that video for better understanding of this concept, that is secondary distribution, as well as the basis of apportionment for secondary distribution, and solved university long problem with as well as one exercise question even I will give you, which was asked in the university examination. Right. So let's start this session. What is secondary distribution? What do you understand by secondary distribution? Secondary distribution is refers to reapportionment of service department cost to the production department. In the sense, what did we understand in the primary distribution? Primary distribution, we have apportioned the overhead expenditure to all the department, including service department, that is production as well as service. Both the departments we apportion, we allocated, we have divided, distributed the overhead expenditure on all the department based on the suitable and appropriate basis. But here, what we will do after the primary distribution, whatever cost we get with regards to pertaining to service departments, that expenditure again it will be reapportioned on production department. In the sense, we will make service department zero and service department cost will be reapportioned on production department based on again suitable and appropriate basis. Why we will do this? In order to find out the actual cost of production with regards to overhead expenditure, because ultimately production cost is to be ascertained to decide the selling price of the product or many other reasons. So the objective of the secondary distribution is to ascertain the ultimate cost of production, right? So that's the reason why we will again redistribute the service department cost to the production department. Clear? So here in this presentation, we'll understand basis of apportionment. What is the basis of apportionment? The same thing which we already discussed in primary distribution also. What was the basis? Again, the same kind of a basis of apportionment, suitable and appropriate, we will understand. So when you talk about the basis of apportionment, the service department cost, and what is the basis? On what basis we need to divide that expenditure? Maintenance department, service department, one of the service department is maintenance department. How to divide that expenditure of maintenance department on production department? That is hours worked for each department. How many hours the maintenance department is working for each production department, on that basis it should be apportioned. Then next is payroll timekeeping department. This is HR department, or you can say HR department kind of a thing. So total labor, machine hours, or number of employees in each department. Based on the available best information, will create the ratio and distribute. And this next category is employment and personal department, right? So it is also based on number of employees in each department, right? Then storekeeping department. Storekeeping department is associated with the stores department. Therefore, number of requisitions, then quantity or value of material lies in each department. So in that ratio, we can distribute the storekeeping department. Then purchase department. Number of purchase orders or value of material purchased for each department. Welfare, canteen services and recreation room expenses. Number of employees in each department. These are the some of the suitable basis on which we can divide the expenditure of service department to the production department, right? So please bear in mind this basis of apportionment. Then we will proceed with the question. So if you see this question, the question says a company's production for the year ending 36/79 is given below. Item, production department, P1, P2, P3 and office, stores, workshop. So office, stores and workshop are service department. The total we have given. So we have given the information under item: direct wages, direct material. So direct wages and direct material of production department is not a overhead expenditure. Then indirect wages, then indirect material. So these are the indirect materials, and indirect wages are overhead expenditure. But here fortunately we have given divided expenditure. Expenditure already it has been divided among the departments, so we need not to divide, hence we can directly put the same values. Then further information is area, square meters, book value of machinery, total horsepower of machinery hours worked. This further information we have given. Why this information is given? Because we need to distribute on these basis certain common expenses, overhead expenses, to various departments. That is, we have given further general expenses. Under that, rent we have given, insurance, depreciation 15% of the value of machine, power, light. You are required to prepare an overhead analysis sheet for the department showing clearly the basis of apportionment wherever necessary. All right. So we will start with this. Directly we'll start the answer. Right. So again I have taken this question for the quick review sake. So I again say, if you did not see my video, that is first video of overheads, please watch that video for better understanding of this uh, session. Right. Now, so when you come to the solution, what we need to prepare? We need to prepare overhead distribution summary. So for that already I have prepared one table. So as it is a lengthy question which is having 6 department including production and service department. So first column is item, second is basis of apportionment, then total column I have created here first, then production, then service department segregation. So production is, we have 3 department, that is P1, P2 and P3 department. Further service departments are office, stores and workshop. So like this the departmental division has done. Now we don't write direct material of production department here because it is an overhead distribution summary, so that's the reason we'll start with first with primary distribution. So first we'll take indirect wages, which is already given dividedly, in the sense apportionment is already, it has been segregated. So the same values we will write whatever we have given, that is 2000, 3000, 3000, then 1000, 2000 and 2000. And total column I have kept in the beginning, that's the reason with 13,000 I am putting total. Then indirect material, the same values whatever is given I am writing 3000, 3000, 4000, 10,000, 10,000 and finally 5,000. The summation I am writing 35,000. Once this is done, now we need to distribute the common expenses. Of those common expenses, the first one is rent. So when you see the rent, generally rent is always divided in the which ratio? The ratio of area ratio, right? So when you talk about the area ratio, so area ratio is, floor area ratio is, I have created the ratio here, 20 is to 25 is to 30 is to 15 is to 10 is to 25. I have eliminated 1 zeros and total is 125. So in this ratio, the total expenditure of rent comes to 12,500, which is given in the question. It should be divided. So how much it will come when you divide 2000, 2500, 3000, 1500, 1000 and 2500. Right? Once rent is done, the next one is insurance. So now tell me, insurance should be divided in which ratio? Insurance should be divided on book value of machine. So here we are presuming that the insurance value is pertaining to machinery. Therefore, book value of machinery. So when you divide on the book value of machinery ratio, I have created the machinery ratio here. So that is value of the machinery 30 is to 35 is to 25 is to, last one we have only in workshop, that is 50. So we don't have many machinery in service and stores department. Therefore, we'll divide the expenditure. Total expenditure is 1050. So that is 300, 350, 250. We don't have any office, nil in the stores, and finally in the workshop we have, that is 150. So in this ratio we are dividing. And the second next is after insurance, the depreciation. Directly he has given 15% of the value of machinery. The same, we will take book value of machinery at the rate of 15%. What is the value of machinery? 30,000 on that 15%. So total comes to depreciation is 15,750. So this depreciation we are dividing, in the sense total we can do later, directly we can put it. So first when 30,000 into 15%, that comes to 4,500, then 35,000 into 15%, 5,250, so on, 25,000 into 15%, right? So we don't have in office and stores, and finally 20 to 50 pertaining to workshop. So the summation of all these four values will come to 15,750. Once the depreciation is done, the next is power. Power is to be divided on horsepower ratio, is directly given horsepower. So 15 is to 20 is to 25 and 5. So the same amount of 3,800 total we are dividing respectively. We are getting some points value. We can convert it to nearest to rupee. So the segregation has been done. Once the power is done, the lighting is always on light points, but we don't have any information pertaining to light points, therefore we will go ahead with the area. So total expenditure comes to 1,250. When we divide this in the area ratio, it comes to 200, 250, 300, 150, 100 and 250. So this is primary distribution we have done with. No common expenditure is left over. Then what we have to do, then make the summations. The summations are total expenditure is 82,350, then 12,877, so on, all the departments we have done, including service and production. Once this is done, the next category is secondary distribution. So when you see the service department, that is office, stores and work, we have got the figures of office 12,650, stores 13,100 and workshop 12,442. This expenditure again will be reapportioned, redistributed on production department. So this is called as secondary distribution, right? So first we'll take up office. Office expenditure, on which ratio we will divide the office expenses. So whenever, as we have already discussed, whenever we don't have any appropriate ratio, we don't find any appropriate ratio, then which ratio? It should always be divided in direct wages or wages ratio. So for the office, we don't find any appropriate item here for distribution, therefore we'll take up direct wages. Direct wages values have already been given in the beginning itself. The ratio I have created 20 is to 25 is to 30 by eliminating 3 zeros. Then it comes to total 75. So total 12,650 of the office department expenditure I am bifurcating in this ratio, dividing in this ratio. That comes to 3373, 4217 and 5060. So in office department, here we will write again minus 12,650 so that it will be made as 0. That's all, nothing else. Right? So we don't distribute in stores and workshop department. Then next one is stores department. So in which ratio stores department expenditure should be divided? Direct material, because in stores we will keep the material. So direct material ratio. So ratio is 30 is to 35 is to 45, 110. So when you divide the total amount of 13,100 of the stores department, it will comes to 357341685359, and in the stores department minus 13,100 I am putting to make it 0. That's all, nothing else. Then finally we have workshop. Workshop in which ratio? Machine hours ratio, because in workshop machines will work, so machine hours ratio we will use. That is 10 is to 20 is to 15. Zeros I have eliminated, 3. So total amount is 12,442. So when you distribute this in the respective ratio of 10, 20 and 15, then we'll get these values. So again I kept that is 12,442 in the workshop as a negative, so that to make it 0. So once it is done, the final values we are getting in only total. We need to make the summation. Totals we are getting in only production department, that is P1, P2, P3. This is our ultimate answer. Right? That is 22,588, 29,434 and 30,328. So this is the way we need to divide. So what is secondary distribution? Basically distribution of service department overheads to the production department. Right? So this we have done with the help of basis of apportionment suitably, which we can use. But the most significant here is one more method we have, that is inter-service departmental expenses. In the sense, one service department will render other service department also. In such a case, how to do the problem? By using two methods. One is simultaneous equation and repeated distribution method, that we will understand in the next video. I will make one more video for that concept. All right. So this is the way we need to work out the problem. I hope you understood better. Please practice this kind of problem. For that sake, I have given one question which was asked in the Osmania University. Right. So finally, service department cost 0. Right. Now this is one question. I hope it is visible properly because I have cropped it from the question paper and put it here. So the same question, the same way we need to do this question, which was asked in Uspania November 2019 paper. Right. So I will put the answer of this question in the description box. Do try to work out, which is quite similar what we have done right now. Right. But different ratios we have given. We can understand. You can understand and easily do. So I'll put the answer in the description box. Once you practice, you can see the answer and you check your answer. Right. If you have any difficulty, just put a comment. I would be glad to give reply. Right. Thank you very much for watching the video. Please do subscribe my channel, Mentor the Trusted Guide, and motivate me to make more qualitative videos. The objective of this channel is to provide high quality content for the students. Right. Your subscription, your likes, and your comments will always motivate me to make more qualitative videos. Thank you very much. All the best. Wish you success.